single most important skill or mindset I think every communicator needs in the clean energy space is the ability to translate complexity into meaningful empathy related stories, the human angle. It's very important for people to be able to resonate with that kind of a skill, and having that mindset, having that keenness to learn about the ecosystem of energy, being able to translate it to the common man, also to different stakeholders based on their understanding, I think is a really critical skill one needs to develop.
Again, I would say it's the common formula that all communicators need, irrespective of the space, which is to know what a good story is, and to have clarity on what are the main messages or what is that big message that you need to drive home. Everything then comes from a clarity on that front.
I think as a communicator, the most important thing you can do is read. And the way climate space or energy space is evolving, it's happening very fast. So for us to be stay tuned, we got to read, and read more. I think there is no other alternative than understanding the subject, and that becomes very critical because we have to talk about important nuances, important things, numbers which have implications. So I think reading and building that subject matter expertise is an important skill when we talk about how we communicate clean energy.
Number one is to bring empathy and optimism, but to relate to people's aspiration. How does this make my life better today? Adaptability. Tailor your message for different audience and for different evolving context. Evidence mindset, that's also very important skill set. Always ask as a communicator, how do we know what is working and whether this is working or not?
Is very important when you are communicating on climate issues, which is completely, it's a lot technical in terms of subject. It is about communicating with clarity. It is about being relevant, being talking about the larger purpose without losing the core substance in all the jargons and technicalities that usually comes across, comes along with any kind of communication related to climate issues.
If you ask me, when we are talking about clean energy or decarbonization, it is not limited to that sector only. It is across, it is beyond one sector, which is power or renewable energy. Renewable energy is a source for decarbonization, but the impact is felt across all cross-cutting sectors, and decarbonization is required across those sectors, from agriculture to shipping, waterways, and transportation. Everything is interlinked. We cannot separate one sector from another.
So one skill or mindset every communicator needs to succeed in the clean energy space, and I have three. It's a mix of three things. So first is systems thinking, and it's important to see the big picture and see the entire elephant and not just a part of it. Next is to make storytelling very simple, and how do you take the technicality and make it relatable. And thirdly is to speak across business policy and public worlds, because all these worlds intersect in the energy space. And if you can do that and connect the dots and tell a story that moves people, you're set.